Talk about that now.
Ow. No.
Because it's time for the table talk, ladies and gentlemen, where we talk about the topic of the show.
Teen talk, right?
Yeah.
This week's table talk topic is our top 5 favorite games of all time. We also got to do an honorable mentions list. We will mention those later.
I have 10.
I have 5.
I will start.
Go for it.
And I'm going to start with the honorable mentions first and work my way up. Yeah.
Okay.
Games that... Now, the way I broke up this list is these aren't...
in my tailbone, but I'm trying to set it in place.
You are bizarre.
Right.
The way I set up my honorable mentions were I didn't pick just basically... I didn't pick like a top 10 and then like the lower half I picked the 5. I picked... These games wouldn't make it in the top 10, but they'd probably be in the top 15 or top 20.
Okay.
Left 4 Dead 2.
It's in your honorable mentions.
Yeah, sitting like right at the top of the honorable mentions. In this, the problem with this is it was a toss up between Left 4 Dead 1 and 2, in the sense that Left 4 Dead 1 was the one that introduced it, and Left 4 Dead 1 will always be a special game because that was the game that we played. I think all of 7th and 8th grade. Basically, that would be the game we played all weekend up to like 3:00 in the morning.
That and Castle Crashers.
Yeah, though that
came out a little later.
Yeah, that didn't make the list, but I wanted to. But yeah, that and Left 4 Dead 2, I think I just have to pick because, well, Left 4 Dead 1 was just that awesome game. Left 4 Dead 2 just had the better set pieces, like just specifically thinking like doing the bridge part was fantastic.
Event.
Yeah, they had two, like
Dark
one in the middle,
Carnival.
one at the end.
Yeah, like they were like Left 4 Dead 1 had them, but like these were so much better.
Yeah, they added extra guns, new bomb. They had new weapons. Melee weapons were introduced, which is really cool.
They added the new special infected.
Yeah.
The only qualm, there are a couple of qualms I have about this game, of course. One starts with the special infected, where the first one they felt a lot smarter. Where I knew if I heard like a boomer, I'm like, okay, this boomer's happening, which means a hunter's probably around the corner or a smoker's on top of the roof. Like they would always attack in unison, but like Left 4 Dead 2 always felt like they were randomized. Like, all right, it's time to throw in these two, so why not do a spitter and a charger? Like they didn't feel like they were working together as a team.
Yeah.
But you mean even that being said, Left 4 Dead 2 is still that game.
I will say, adding to what you're saying, when you hear the music cue up and a tank growl,
yes,
and you don't know exactly where it is yet, you just know that that's your life now. You're dealing with this.
Yeah,
that
Valve.
Frantic moment looking for the tank.
Yeah, when Valve says, "Hey, you're dealing with this now," and then you are, it's so much fun. It is a thrill I've never had before with a group of people.
Especially
like even when other people that aren't playing will freak out.
Like even when
you have a 360, why don't we play Left 4 Dead 2?
Because I don't have Left 4 Dead.
Oh, we should get it.
like what was it like when there were a couple of times where you would hear the tank music and you could hear him, but you wouldn't see him. Yeah. And then he'd throw a rocket at someone and they'd be down, and it's like, oh, well, there it is.
Or when you start to hear a witch get upset and you don't know where it is.
Oh, yeah.
Also, the Wandering Witch was a really neat idea.
They were only the sugar mill.
But not the sugar mill one.
There were
there were a couple.
Oh, okay. But I only ran into the sugar mill.
But the sugar mill, they had them all over.
That was terrifying.
That was so awful.
They loved sugar for whatever reason.
Let's talk about
They needed it.
I didn't play a whole lot of Left 4 Dead 2, but it was one of the first 360 exclusives I played when I got my Xbox. I think it was like that and Halo, and then Fable 3.
You picked the wrong Fable.
You didn't pick the wrong Fable.
Wait, no, Fable 2, my mistake.
All right, all right.
Wait.
Yeah, Fable 2. Fable 2. But anyway, Left 4 Dead 2, the Carnival was fantastic.
Yes.
Yeah.
That's like one of my favorite levels.
The
like,
Dark
Yeah,
Carnival
really
throughout, however, my favorite crescendo event is the final part of the parish. With
Getting
the
across the bridge, yeah.
Especially because plotting to get across in under 3 minutes or 4 minutes or however long it was.
Getting the achievements the exciting part.
That was a game where I was legitimately interested in getting all the achievements.
Yeah.
Never
we
before
had
has a game
like
done
we
that
would
for me.
plan like at school we planned how to get across the bridge.
Like we had adrenaline, bio bombs, a melee weapon, and we were ready to go. We had the track set. Like we knew where we were going. We knew what we were doing.
It was crazy.
We were more organized than most military teams before they kill like a powerful leader.
But like even on top of that, the beauty of that game is like no matter how you plan. Like, there's always going to be that one thing that kind of gets in your way. Yeah,
Valve throws a wrench in the works. Suddenly, like, you're doing it, you're like, oh my god, and then a jockey walks you off a bridge, and then you're like, oh, suddenly
every
not.
single time something happens.
Yeah, that and that's
it's like
that's
Valve
just the
went,
beauty of that game.
Yeah, and then wrote down what we were saying. Quick.
Well, that's another great thing about that game is the AI director is bitching.
Yeah,
like if you're doing really good in that game, they're gonna mess you up.
Yeah.
And they change up things all of the time.
Yeah.
Like I remember like going around a corner. I'm like, oh yeah, I saw a tank here. Oh, it's not here, so it's going to be later. And then like not seeing a tank for the whole chapter.
Yeah.
And then bumping into it some random part in the next.
Like at the very, very beginning
right
of the next
at the
level.
end.
Yeah, like I walk out and they get punched right in the face.
Or right at the end of the bridge.
Yeah. Oh man, that's so much.
I hated running him in the middle because it was like right before you had to climb up and get on top of the thing, and he'd be right there throwing stuff at you, flinging.
Oh man, that
poop.
game is just.
Like
that
tanks do.
Really fun.
It is. All. Oh, yeah, it's good. It's a good game.
Yeah, but Left 4 Dead 2.
Left 4 Dead 2 is essentially just a Left 4 Dead 1 expansion pack.
Yeah.
And yeah.
But like a really, really great expansion pack.
I feel the same way about Left 4 Dead 1 as you do, and I would pick Left 4 Dead 2 just because it's an expansion pack. It's just everything I love about Left 4 Dead 1.
But better.
And more.
Second qualm, I will say, but I'm going to move on to it after the second qualm. I don't like the fatigue you get when you pistol whip. That shit's annoying.
Yeah, that was stupid and unnecessary.
That was dumb.
Because I very rarely go into a corner and just pistol whip.
Yeah.
Especially when you have a melee weapon. But like, I don't know.
And you would think with the melee weapon is the one that would have the stamina one and not doing this, but it's their game. I just don't agree with their decision.
Yeah, I do not either. But like, in no way does it affect the game, and it sure does make the Noam Chomsky mission extra difficult.
Oh yeah,
because you can't pistol whip with him for long.
Yeah.
So you're
Won't
useless.
you break him if you do?
No,
or we just drop
I
him?
don't think so.
It's just annoying.
Yeah, if you if you went to actually like press a shoot button, I think you throw him.
Yeah, you throw him and shoot your gun.
Yeah, but if you pistol whip, you just hit somebody with a gnome, and then you get really, really fatigued. Can't do it anymore.
Yeah.
But oh boy, if that's not funny to explain to people.
Yeah, but if you do the Noam Chomsky mission, you're basically saying, all right, I'm going to be useless for the rest of the game.
Yeah.
There's a similar mission to that in Castle Crashers where you had to go through the barbarian war part without hitting anybody.
Oh yeah.
That was annoying.
I did that.
Move on up.
I know. That was there. I hated it.
Yeah, making it through that deer part. Where you're riding on the deer without hitting the wall.
Second, I don't want to mention
I got a lot of trophies.
Borderlands 2.
Borderlands 2, yeah.
The only reason this doesn't make it,
I love that game.
this game's really great. It doesn't make it on my top 5 because this was the game I was probably next to Fallout 4 the most excited about when up to it coming out. The only reason it's not higher is because I've played it so much that like playing this game doesn't excite me. Like I just rediscovered my love for it recently, but like it doesn't get me the way that it did like years ago.
Yeah, but still, I would rather play Borderlands 2 than the first one or the pre-sequel.
Yeah.
Yeah, we don't talk about the pre-sequel.
We don't.
It's the best game.
We don't
I'll
talk
talk
about
whatever I want to talk about, bitch.
Oh,
I hate
Firewatch.
You. I hate you today.
Third, Sunset Overdrive. I can never recommend this game enough. It's the best. It's good.
I can't imagine that would be like either. Like even if I did play it, I don't think it would end up on this napkin.
It's just so fun.
It looks
Like it is. There's no substance to this game at all. It doesn't give you like pretty graphic. It's a pretty game, but it doesn't give you like pretty graphics, like
It's
realistic
a funny
ones.
third-person shooter with arcade.
Yeah, it's just. This is
and it's fun.
gameplay at its rawest. Like it's Insomniac said, let's make a game that's just fun to play, and they did it. And I can't recommend this game enough because of it. It's just fun. Expect nothing but fun when you play it.
yeah, that I will say that game looks great. I really liked the art asset of it.
Yeah.
The art assets.
if you
very,
broke somebody with a
colorful.
rocket launcher, they went boom.
Yeah, the Teddy when you could add like a modifier that made it a nuke, and if it would go off a nuke, you could see in the distance just.
With that being said,
It was great.
I don't think it's like it didn't make me want to buy an Xbox One.
Yeah, that's what I said. This is like
Yeah.
if I was doing a top 15, this would probably be number
15.
12.
Oh, okay.
Number 12 or 13. Still a game I'd recommend, but it's not up there for meaning.
I don't know. I've always contemplated getting that game.
It's
I thought about it.
I recommend just get it used, try it. If you don't like it, give it back. But it's a good time.
Why?
Number 19, not number 19. Number 19. SmackDown vs. Raw 2008.
Ooh, yeah. Hell
Yes.
Here we go.
The best wrestling game by far.
Putting that on this napkin as a matter of fact.
Yeah, I was going to tell myself no, I wasn't, but then I remembered how much I played this game and how it's a one wrestling game I will go back and play forever.
Yeah, because that game...
It was... Oh, boy.
If I'm not mistaken, either it was around the time it introduced the body up in the corner where you can injure limbs and get them more likely to submit or make them bleed.
Yeah, it was one of the games that further iterated on it.
Oh, man.
It was... Like, the characters they had in it, this is back when ECW was still around. Jeff Hardy's, the thing is, like, one of the last games he's in. Yeah, this was...
The Hardy Brothers.
And another
really
thing, this was one of those games also, if I'm not mistaken, that redid the off the turnbuckle moves where you actually connected with the body when you jumped on them.
Yeah.
So, like, when you did an elbow drop off the top turnbuckle, you actually planted into their body for a second.
Not, like, next to them and just...
Yeah, you didn't just go, ah. And, like, it seemed a lot more, there was reaction in your character. A lot more.
This is also the first game you could actually jump, like, do moves off the ropes and stuff like that, like, out of the ring and further into the ring. Yeah, that was awesome.
In every single game, creating my character and his moveset and his specials and everything.
Yeah, this...
it was like creating a character in D&D. I spent hours working on it.
Yeah, that was one of the daunting things about it, though, is, like, when you knew you had to create, like, a wrestler, it's not just create your character and it's over. Like, you gotta make their entrance.
Yeah, you gotta pick what happens when you press square up, square down, square right. Yeah. Like, do you want to do a toe kick if you press this, a big boot, an elbow?
Yeah.
Like, what do you want to do? It's just...
I think...
It's more expensive than a lot of character creations.
Oh, yeah, it's the best.
Now.
It's still, in my opinion, the best character creator in any video game. THQ did it.
Like, I agree with you.
It's not even realistic. Like, you can do whatever you want.
Yeah, you can make your thighs gigantic if you want. You can be absolutely hilarious. You can be horrendous as a human being. You could have... I think you can make, in older games, legs so big they stretch out of your pants. Like, your skin stretches beyond your pants. Like
that sounds about right.
There was, like, I guess texture pop in from, like, your skin that popped out of your legs. Oh, man, that's cool.
Last honorable mention goes to DJ Hero 2.
What?
I thought DJ Hero was going to end up on your list.
That's what I thought.
Because we said Guitar Hero when we were talking about our list, and then you said DJ Hero was going to be on his.
Yeah, the second one specifically. Because the first one... was a fun experimental game, but like the second one was like, that sounds like something you could play at a party and people could dance to it.
I remember when you got that game, we went to your house and you looked like a kid that just woke up on Christmas. You brought us down to show us, and then you played it for hours.
Like if Activision said we're either going to bring back Guitar Hero or we're going to bring back DJ Hero, I would have told them to pick back DJ Hero 10 times over anything.
Here's the thing with DJ Hero that I don't know, I can't imagine. It doesn't seem like a party game like Guitar Hero or Rock Band, because I can't imagine there are other DJs.
It's kind of more of one, though, because like, I don't think you can fail out.
No, you can't.
It just plays the music.
Yeah, but I'm saying, like, it's just one person playing, but, like, if you're with Guitar Hero or Rock Band, you're a band. Like, I play drums, you play guitar, and we play Misery Business across the whole globe.
Yeah.
We are the Amoebas.
We are the Amoebas.
But, like...
We haven't been the Amoebas in a while.
We haven't.
But
then you play DJ Hero, and you're a DJ, and then we're an audience.
It's
and you don't get points for being an audience.
I only don't like the weird
downfalls of the game.
I don't like the weird achievement scores that you get.
I don't like them either.
That makes me mad.
I got an achievement for not completing a game on the hardest difficulty, and I got 1 gamer point for it, and it haunts me to this day.
Yeah, the 6s and 8s, they throw me off.
They are disgusting. Halo did the same shit too, and once I got my first weird number 1, I was like, oh no, this is unacceptable.
What's on your actual top 5?
And then the actual top 5. The Piece de Resistance. This is not in any particular order, but I'm going to go down from what I listed. Batman Arkham City.
I knew that was going to be on your list.
I didn't put Arkham...
He said Origins.
I meant Night.
I meant
Night.
Hey, what the hell are you talking about?
I meant Night.
Okay. Did you play Origins?
No. I didn't give a damn. I didn't give a damn about it.
Don't you dare.
I'm afraid no amount of Troy Baker could redeem Origins.
He couldn't. He did a smash-up job.
I heard he did a very good job.
The voice acting in that game was on point. Just the game itself was...
Like Firewatch.
Yeah.
I don't care what your favorite games are anymore. I'm gonna leave when you do yours.
Yeah, only reason I didn't put Arkham Knight down is Arkham Knight was a great game, but it was like whenever I listed these games, I picked like what did this game mean to me at that time and at that time and place. And Arkham, it was a great sequel. I'm glad they ended on that, but like Arkham City was that game where I was like, God damn, this is one of the best Batman games ever. This is one of the best games ever. Like
I liked Arkham Asylum so much more than City.
I agree with you. Arkham Asylum
It seemed more focused.
Arkham Asylum will be in the top 20 for me.
Arkham City was just
Arkham City was a playground.
yeah. It was like, but here's the thing,
was
it
like-
was a playground, but like I didn't see anything fun there.
Yeah.
It's like I was like, oh man, look at all the wood chips, and then it's like you can go over here and do bills, or you can pay taxes over here, and I'm like, I don't really want to do any of this. Where are the
I have
monkey
to pay my
bars?
taxes.
Yeah,
You know?
that
Me too.
that for me was very much like a. Here's basically a whole season of Batman the Animated Series, because I think they got almost everybody back that they could, even in the first one, but like in the second one they did, and I was like,
Especially if you get the cartoon costume. That's hysterical.
yeah, oh man.
Here's
Jesus.
the thing where you
I-
have to track temperatures to find Mr. Freeze.
Yeah, that's-
that's
lost
one
my
mission.
goddamn temper.
You gotta stop with that.
That's one
Yeah,
mission,
that
and
was
it's at the
annoying.
GCPD. I never forget that, because finding that shit was annoying. I was like,
Yeah.
GCPD. I never have to remember everything
it
again.
happens again later in the game.
Does
Yeah.
it?
It's
You
not.
do it
I don't
like
think it's
twice.
a temperature. It's like a radio frequency.
Yeah, they do a lot of
You're
that.
tracking a whole lot of nonsense.
They did that in Fallout 4, which I think made both of us mad.
Yeah, they went. You know what was really annoying in Arkham City?
Finding the stress signals. in
Yeah,
Fallout?
yeah. They're
That,
like, hey, let's do that.
I was
It's not.
I was only annoyed when I found the super mutant array, and all the super mutants were more powerful than me, so
Yeah,
they
they-
killed me.
Yeah, they fired like 5 nukes at once. It was ridiculous.
Yeah, I was like, nah, I'm not about this part right now. But yeah, Arkham City is like I'm glad that they're making those games for Xbox One and PS4, Arkham Asylum and City, because good God, I'm not going to buy those games.
I might as
I
well.
am. I'm
'cause I
going
really,
to
really
so
do love
hard.
Asylum.
Yeah, Asylum. Yeah,
Asylum's
Asylum
really
is pretty close to an honorable mention for me.
Arkham Asylum was very, very good.
Couldn't get in the city. That's all I have to say about it. Tried twice.
The
on two
ending
separate
is
days.
I
stupid.
think what also helped
Arkham-
me with
Arkham
Arkham
City?
Asylum
I
is
thought
I
that was
didn't expect
bitching.
anything.
Really?
going
I like
into
the
it.
way that they took it.
I don't like. Well, I mean the ending boss.
No, yeah, the ending boss is fighting the Joker, basically.
Yeah.
I took that as it was, but like the actual ending of the game itself, I was like,
That ending's
alright.
cool though. Yeah.
I was like, okay, they actually pulled the trigger on it and did it. I appreciate that. But Arkham Knight's story is much better, like leaps and bounds. Not saying Arkham City's is bad. Next, Fallout 3. I feel like this is going to be on a lot of people's list.
I was thinking.
I was
about
close.
putting
I
it
was
on
thinking about it. I definitely would have put New Vegas over 3.
Oh, okay, yeah.
Just because I feel like I played New Vegas a lot more than 3 is the only reason. But 3, yeah, 3's good.
Yes.
3
Yeah.
are good games.
Yeah.
Three, I
Three-
can still. I played 3 a few weeks ago at Molly's house. Like you can still go back and just play through it. And
Yeah, I was
Another
just thinking
thing,
about
you
that.
can
Fine.
still play Fallout 3. Like even now, I can go play Fallout 3 and probably still find something I've never seen before.
yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Like there might be a
None
lot of
that
the
game I
Capital
have not
Wasteland I
discovered.
have never even
Like,
seen.
have you ever done the was it the one mission I ever did? The Oasis one I don't ever do a lot. I did it once, and then the Superhuman Gambit one is one I always try to find, but I never do. It's really neat. But yeah, Fallout 3 is just like it's an excellent RPG in every way possible.
It's well done.
It's
Yeah.
It is. It's a
My
really,
game-
really well done game.
by no stretch of the imagination is pretty. The gameplay is not really all that fantastic.
But yeah,
but,
like
like-
I put in so many hours. In
The
that game.
amount of work put into that game is
Yeah,
immense.
like that game doesn't play well. It doesn't look well. But I've played that game more than most other good games that play well
Yeah.
It's
and look like games.
I'm just gonna say it's Todd Howard magic that he puts in his games that
Well,
just makes
yeah,
him so good.
yeah, it is a lot of fairy dust.
He just
in
kind of
one disc.
pulls it out of his desk and is like, all right, this game is good.
Yeah, I
Next
gotta
one, please.
assume he walks around a tutu and just hits every computer that's working on any game in Bethesda with some kind of wand.
I
And then all of a sudden the game's made and he's able to release games that months and years ahead
Yeah.
of time.
Whenever he wants.
Yeah, because he just went into the future and got a copy of Fallout 4 and then just got a copy machine in this era.
Yeah, like
Just made a
it's-
whole lot of them.
like the
Because they came out
What about
all
that
of a
game?
sudden.
Yeah, they definitely sprung that.
Yeah, they went, hey
I
look,
mean,
it's
they-
Fallout 4.
yeah, they
Come
sprung
tomorrow.
both their games. I think Fallout 3 and 4.
Yeah,
'Cause-
well, Todd Howard's magic.
Yeah,
He's a magic man.
he prefers to let his he waits. He's like,
Yeah.
I'm gonna let this game sit for a second.
Yeah, he lets it marinate like a steak.
Yeah,
I
like
don't
a
even know
font
how he
stick.
could do it. Like I can't even like if I buy something for someone for Christmas, I want to give it to him as soon as I buy it.
So
Yeah.
I couldn't be a Todd Howard.
I think it's just like it's so much more of a bust. Like if you just hold it longer, like the reaction from it's just so much bigger.
I
guess he can see that.
I can't handle it. I
He's a
have
patient
to.
man.
No, he's a
But yeah,
visionary,
Fallout
that guy.
Fallout
Okay.
3, excellent characters, excellent story. The broken seal makes it better. the way that it goes before, I was indifferent. I don't spend a lot of time doing the story in that game.
Yeah, I don't
It's a
care for
means
the
to the end.
story. I just
The
care for the
side
random
quests.
missions. Oh yeah,
Yeah, the
people
side
you bump
quests.
into.
Oh man, like
Antagonizer.
yeah, the Superhuman Gamma one I always look for. I always do Harkness's mission because the weapon that he gives you is fucking phenomenal.
What that? It's a
A321's pulse rifle.
That's
Not
good
plasma
stuff.
rifle.
I hate doing his mission, but like it's worth it.
It's like when I do Anchorage. Like I don't care for Anchorage, but like I can see the power armor at the end of the tunnel, so it keeps me going. Like stealthing that game was hard for me because I don't think my stealth was high. But like so every time I moved, even if I had like light armor on, every time I moved, every officer could hear me like miles away, and I was like, yeah, I'm not about the stealth in this game.
There we go.
I'm all about the stealth in New
What an
Vegas.
idiot!
Yeah, New Vegas was a lot of fun.
New Vegas had a lot more lore because the guy that made the original Fallout games was on it.
He had some say behind it.
There were a lot of quests in New Vegas. Like if you look at a map of 3, New Vegas, and 4, New Vegas is like it's a huge list.
I will
I
say,
love New Vegas so much.
And
Yes
Iron
Man, I
Sights.
think might be my favorite
Iron Sights
character.
were definitely.
Yeah, and as limited as it was, modding guns was really really
Yes.
cool.
Yeah, it was.
Even if it was limited. All right, what else you got for us?
Number
Big guy?
3, Red Dead Redemption.
Oh, I was gonna
Yes.
put that on my list.
Yeah.
You didn't put it on your
I,
list?
I held it off.
That's on my honorable mentions.
That's oh man, talk about it. Talk about a game.
It's on my
one
honorable
should
mentions.
never like. What else can we say about this game that I haven't said yet? It's fantastic.
It's
Yeah,
good.
we discussed
It's
this
so good.
in an earlier podcast. I
Yeah.
think that game is just it puts you in a western. It's a western game. Like
Yeah,
it feels
it-
like you feel like you're playing as a cowboy.
The story puts you. It's what puts you in there. You're never. At no point during the story are you like, wow, that's probably didn't happen in the West.
Yeah.
Like it's perfectly.
It's believable.
Yeah.
You can tie up a woman and put her on a train track, and then you have to wait for like the train that goes around the entire map to come and get her.
You can go to a movie theater and watch 20-minute long movies. Just
Yeah.
sit there and watch a movie.
Yeah, and
Did you actually go and do that?
I did. I watched like 2 or 3.
I only seen one.
the man, you can hop on a horse and hog tie someone and then drag them on the horse.
That game has animations separate for walking up and down steps and running
Yeah.
over
You
steps.
told me that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like
There's just care in that game.
I was just thinking about this too. Like I was hoping
That's Rockstar.
that when Bethesda did their updates for their games, like they would for Fallout 4, I mean, is they would make hunting more of a big deal. But then I thought, man, in Red Dead, when I went on my hunting sprees, I spent at least 10 to 15 hours of that game
That was
hunting for different pelts.
that was so cool. I remember I think I was hunting for like feathers because they were pretty valuable.
Yeah.
I remember I would be like, you'd be out there and there'd be like in the middle of the wilderness and you'd hear like just the ambience, like birds chirping. You would feel like you're like in the Wild West.
Yeah.
And I'd be out there and I'd be hunting birds and then I'd hear something growl behind me and I'd go, oh no, and then next thing I know I'm fighting
God.
yeah, now I'm fighting a mountain lion and it boy did it feel like a western because you could be hunting birds one minute then being attacked by a mountain lion in the middle of the desert.
And then the beautiful thing about that game is that Rockstar never adds the level up thing. So like every time I go and fight a mountain lion, it's like it's never easier than the time before.
Yeah.
Because I don't know if there's another mountain lion across the way, or fighting fucking bears is really really scary.
Yeah, I really hope that they make a second one soon.
I'm convinced that they will.
They need to. Like it's. I mean,
I will say though, because this is what happened with Fallout. Like if I need Red Dead 2 to do this over Red Dead 1 or Red Dead 3 over Red Dead 2, I should say. And I would rather wait the next 3 years for Red Dead whatever it's going to be called to come out if it's going to be that extra.
yeah, I will like looking like I think I already mentioned this. Like I really enjoyed Fallout 4. If I could have waited longer for it to be better, I would have. Like,
Yeah, at the time I wouldn't have said that because like
yeah, because I wanted it now.
I would have taught Howard to like come up to me and say, "Yo, here's this game, you'll play it."
Yeah.
And like I probably would have had that man's children. I'd have found some way. Yeah, but like
Right.
looking back in hindsight, I probably would have said, "Yeah, if I would have waited another 3 months if that meant this game would have been that little extra."
Yeah, definitely. But go on.
I still have to play Red Dead Redemption. I was
really
turned
do.
off by the DLC is a problem.
Don't
Yeah.
play
If
the
it-
I
DLC.
played it
Yeah.
years ago. I played whatever it was.
The Undead Nightmare.
Yeah, I played that
Oh, Miss
because I was like, oh,
McFarlane.
zombies and blunderbuss. Why not?
Bonnie McFarlane.
Miss McFarlane. I had a crush on her, Carrick. I don't know why.
That's fine.
I liked John Marston's wife. Don't get me wrong. She was a pistol. She was. Mm-hmm. But like when I met Bonnie McFarlane, I was like, just forget your wife.
Get on with your list, my man. Move on.
And that's the thing.
We've got stuff to talk about later.
Yeah, you guys can talk about that when the podcast is over.
Coming in second, Persona 4 Gold specifically.
That's another one I knew was going to be on your list. We were predicting your list. And
my list is, I talk about all my favorite games all the time. It's pretty predictable because
I didn't put Persona on my list because I feel like it's one of those games where like after I play through it, I don't want to go back to it again for a while.
Yeah, there's a game on his honorable mentions list that's also kind of on mine, but we wrote our list at the same time, so I didn't put it on mine.
Okay.
That we have the same problem with.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. You know I love this game.
Mm-hmm. Absolutely.
Jesus Christ! Like I think it's one of those games, and it's you probably already know my last game, but or last set of games I should say. It's one of those games that just caught me by surprise, which is why I liked it so much. Is like I didn't expect it to be as deep and as story driven and as awesome as it was, and it caught me so off. Yeah. Like, one of the best things about games is when they catch you off guard, I will always say.
Just the series as a whole, it's literally a game about, like, inside people's heads.
Yeah, basically.
And it's interesting as hell.
Oh, man, like, I'm so excited for 5.
Yeah.
Like,
I thought you were going to have something with it on your news. I'm waiting.
Nothing about Persona 5 has come up yet. They're not talking about the game.
I've been waiting forever, and I still am.
One day it'll be here, and we'll clamor. We'll clamor so hard. Yeah, and that's another recommendation. Like, if any of you ever come across a Vita again, because I imagine some of you like JRPGs. If you ever come across like a Vita or something, or
my favorite game,
because PlayStation 2 has backwards compatible, so they might bring it back. But as a game, I can't recommend enough. And then last but not least, the Mass Effect trilogy.
Mass Effect trilogy?
Yeah, because
I was expecting 2. I was
you can't do that.
I have to because this is the problem with that because this is one of those games where you can't just play one of them and expect to encapsulate what's great about it.
To be
like if I had to pick one, it would be 2. But like at the same time, it's like this game is only complete because you play it because it as a series. Like I feel like anyone who says they like Star Wars, like they would probably prefer to watch all the Star Wars as one big film than just say, oh, Empire or Return of the Jedi I like more. Like, they'd probably say Star Wars as a whole needs to be watched, the trilogy as a whole. And that's how I just feel about this game. It's an epic. It's like, you went on an adventure, and 3 games later, you're like, man, this was fantastic and worth my time. And it's just another one of those games that it caught me so off guard, where only thing I heard about Mass Effect prior to this was, like, I saw something on back when G4 was a thing, they were talking about some kind of cheat code they have for 2. And I was like, oh, all right, I don't have this game, I don't care for it. And then when it was in the trilogy, I was like, man, where have you been all my life, beautiful?
Man, in the third game, like, before I started the third game, I went and changed Shepard because I gave him a beard because I was like, he's out of commission.
Yeah.
It's been a while.
And that's so awesome, too. And like
I had a beard.
I like how they did that.
I grew a beard.
Because in 1 and 2, it made sense because I was like, man, from 2 to 3, I feel like the character customization is a lot easier because they just took your face and now you don't have to like go and change it entirely. You can like tweak it.
Yeah.
But like that made sense because from 1 to 2, events transpire and like you have to restart entirely. But and that's another awesome thing. Like it just makes sense as to why that is.
Yeah.
And yeah, when my Shepard I played through Mass Effect as a woman, and when I had
dialogue as a woman is bomb.
Yeah, Jennifer Hale did a bomb job. Like, I don't know what it is about women in voice acting in video games, but they knock it out of the park every time. It doesn't make any sense.
Yeah, Asher Johnson.
They're good at what they do.
But yeah, that caps off my games, my favorite games of all time.